Hello, everybody. I want to talk about this election this year between Trump and Hillary. What amazes me is that how so many people are so blind to the fact that Hillary has lied, broken the law, gotten away with it, has manipulated the judicial system so that way she doesn't get in trouble. And Donald Trump keeps digging the dirt out. Can you imagine how much dirt he can uncover if he was the president of the United States? A lot more, way a lot more than he has right now. Um, I don't trust Hillary. Once you're a liar and you tell the truth and you belittle the people that matter, that's not someone I want in the White House. Now, I know a lot of people talked about this recently about Donald Trump and this video that came out from 2005 about what he said, what he talked about. And, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, look what he said," and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's bad. It wasn't meant for any of us to hear anyway. That's a private conversation between two males. And what I'm trying to say about it is, whether people want to admit it to it or what, some men want to not admit to it or not admit to it. But a lot of, that from what I know, because I don't know how women talk, because I'm not in that circle, but in the circle of men, like for example, my dad's talked that way. I've heard him talk that way. My uncles, other men, best friends of mine. Do they mean harm by it? No, they're just stupid, just talking like idiots, Mr. Macho Ego kind of crap talk that they do. Doesn't mean anything about it. Doesn't mean they've done it. They just stupid, more than 50% of it is just a bunch of crap made up. But anyways, and that's the only thing they can pull up on Mr. Trump. And now this video came out. Now every women from 15, 20 years ago, oh look what he done to me. Great. Why didn't you say anything before the video? How come you didn't say anything when you knew he was running for president? How come you didn't say anything when it happened? A lot of women are going to say, well, I was scared, I was this and that. Like, scared of what? You just go to the police, make a police report. And the reason I know I have a lot of experience dealing with this type of issue because where I have, being in the supervisor role, having both male and female work for you, I've had, either sex come to me and they wanted to make their complaint, that, hey, I've been sexually harassed or I've been groped. Now, I can't do anything as in, well, let me call the police on them or let me file a report. That's not my job, but my job is, okay, thank you for bringing this to my attention because we want to know. Because if they're doing this to you, God knows how many other employees are being sexually harassed or groped. So while filing this complaint to Human Resources, I do give them the option. I said, if you do know it's your right, you can make a police report and press charges against this person if they cross that line to where they touched you. That's sexual assault. Somebody put their hands on you in an inappropriate way, where they grab your breast, your genital area, your buttocks, whatever, or they force themselves upon you by kissing you and grabbing you, or whatever they did that make that's crossing the line. Like, that's just like way, you let the barn out of the horses. So what I'm trying to say is, if it got to that situation, then that's why I didn't give them that option. So, we'll go and file the police report. I will stand by your side, and I'll tell them, you know what, they did bring this to my attention. I did file the report on this such and such day. I did send it to so and so person in Human Resources. if they were in an area where there was a camera involved, where they did catch any of this happening, we could turn that over to police. I mean, lots of things like that could happen. So, like these women talking about in hotels and hotel rooms or lobbies. I mean, if you would have said something right then and there, police could investigate it. Yes, you were in the same hotel. It does look like you did go up to so and so's room. They could have questioned them. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if you haven't, if you didn't say anything, it's been 15, 20 years. Why bring it up now? What what is what does it matter? I mean, you should have done it if it was true. If somebody says it later, like, oh, this is what happened, and oh, my buddies, I got my buddies here to bring it up. Like, how do you remember stuff from 20 years ago? I could barely remember yesterday. So, anyway, what I'm trying to say is, this man is in a power position role. He's in charge of a multi-billion-dollar company. He makes billions of dollars. He's got his own jet, his own helicopter. He's a leader. He knows what he's doing. He knows business. He understands where the money's going and coming from. He understands how the government works as well. Being in that league, you know who's getting what and why. And you know why, who's done what and why it hasn't worked. That's why he wants to fix those things. That's why he's saying he wants to make America great again. And ever since I heard that speech, the very first speech that he made publicly, saying that he's announcing to be the president of the United States, or running to be in the race to be the president of the United States, I realized right then and there, he genuinely cared about us. Us, the people, the American people, us, all of us. The only way I can describe it is the nobodies. Nobody. What I'm saying is we're not part of the government. We vote these people in office because they're for the people, by the people. That's what he wants to bring back into government that's been dead for quite a while. Now, Hillary can sugarcoat, make all the crap that she screwed up, makes it sound so nice and so sweet, and how she done this. You can check your facts. That woman has not done one damn good thing. Everything she's done has screwed up everything. People have lost their lives. She created, this ISIS terrorism that's going on in the Middle East that are getting stronger by the day. In line about the emails. And if you don't understand this, if you, a lot of people don't comprehend it, that a lot of our secrets, our nation secrets, the stuff that only people with high classification, that they go through a rigorous background check and to get that type of clearance. You have to understand why me or any of us, in between someone actually working there in the intelligence field, why they have to know certain things and why we don't. Well, first of all, is not for us, because a lot of us are blabbermouths and we say, oh, did you hear this? Well, anyway, it's to keep us safe. That's what it's for. And it's also to keep that type of information. It's like, you don't want to give that information to your enemy. Like, well, we're not at war with anybody. You never know. Tomorrow we can be at war with Mexico. We could be at war with Australia. You could be at war. Something can happen, and you be at war with somebody in a split second. And what happened? They knew your secrets. They knew exactly who your intelligence officers were, where they were at, how you gather intelligence from the other enemies. Blah blah blah, all that stuff. And Hillary was emailing all this stuff back and forth to God knows who, and it was highly classified. Highly classified means for people's eyes only with that classification to be able to read that material. And she was using her email server, which means, it could have been hacked. People, come on, if people hack people's personal accounts to blast their nude photos all over the internet, what makes you think they're not going to want to hack an important person's email? Especially then, you know what? She's not using a government system email. She's using her own email. We can hack it. Nobody's watching it. Nobody's taking care of it. Who cares? Let's go for it. That's what Trump is trying to say. Like, this woman lied so much, twisted and turned everything in her government. You could just see that she promised people different things so that way she couldn't get in trouble. Like I said, Mr. Trump does not have to be president of the United States. He never wanted this job in the first place. Doesn't mean as bad as that he just thought somebody else that was able as him and as passionate as he is was going to be able to one day take over the White House and turn things around. Well, now it's 2016. Things are worse than where they were when the last time he's had multiple interviews over decades. And every time they've always asked him, do you want to run for president of the United States? He said, no. But I won't take that option out unless it gets to that point to where it's so bad that where I have to, run for president of the United States. And I believe him. Look, I'm Hispanic, and he said a lot of awful things about Mexico, and they're talking about Mexican people, and a lot of Hispanic. Oh my God, he's the worst. He's a scumbag. He said the most horrible things. You have to understand this. He's not going to sugarcoat things. And the people that never lived by the border will never understand the things that he said. He's telling the truth. When he says that Mexico immigrants that are coming over are murderers or rapists or whatever, he's not lying. I used to live by the border. Those are the people that when they come over, they intimidate fear. And I'm talking about the bad people, not the people that come and stay here. But I'm talking about the people that help bring people that are not good. Now, there are some good. You have to understand but all that stuff gets twisted and turned. Words are taken out of context, and you see a man that they crossed from Mexico, and his only intentions were to either be here with his family or come here and start a family and a bright future, blah, blah, blah. Even though those people did those things, the good things, they did it the wrong way. You have to understand this. They don't have work visas. They can't file taxes. They can't pay taxes. They can't do any of that stuff. Okay? So we're losing money out of it. Okay? And the other people that are crossing the border, bringing marijuana, bringing cocaine, heroin, all those things are stuff that is coming from way down south, from Colombia, from Mexico. If you ever watched the news or videos or anything like this, you can research yourself. There's a lot of cartels. They have business and everything you can think of. They're already here in the United States. People think that, oh, that's in Mexico, that's in third world country. No, they're here. That's what Donald Trump's trying to say. They're here. For real, they are here. They could be your next door neighbor. These people don't care about you. They will kill you so that way you won't mess with their business. And their business means if they're doing sexual trafficking, or if they're doing drug trafficking or human trafficking, whatever it is, trust me, if you find out and you go into the little world and you try to mess with their business, because their business makes millions and billions of dollars, I can guarantee you they will kill you. And you ask me, how do I know this? Because I used to live by the border. I live in Texas. I used to live by the border. All the way, I'm talking about people that were top positions were corrupted because of this type of activity. The sheriff, you look this up. Look up the Hidalgo County Sheriff. Okay. I believe it's Trevino's last name. Look him up. He's in federal prison right now. Okay, for accepting bribes or accepting money from a known cartel member. His son was also a deputy sheriff for, I believe, like an investigation unit of some sort for drugs. He got caught from stealing drugs and giving it to the other rival cartels. He's also in prison. So these are just examples. There's even judges where they're in prison for accepting money, their campaign money from cartels, and they've let those drug cartels go or their associates go, out on either a probation or a fine or getting their whole case dismissed. So, and all of that, I've seen people where, you know, they actually, took somebody out. Broad daylight, they don't care. Straight up come from Mexico, come, pull right next up to you in your car, blow that person's brains out, and drive away like nothing happened, and go right across back to the border. And everybody wants to say, "Oh, the Mexican people, blah blah blah." Like, you have to understand that there's a reason why he's saying that to build a wall. Okay, we need this wall. Okay, if we can stop at least in the high 90 percentile of these people trafficking drugs and people and smuggling everything you could think of into the United States. And a lot of Mexicans want to, like, well, they make jokes about, oh, they'll make a tunnel. Like, how are you going to be offended by what Trump says about building a wall, but then you're going to come back with, well, they'll make a tunnel, meaning you're going underneath the wall. That defeats the purpose. If you can build a great wall, and the reason I'm saying this, because they just cross the border like nothing. There's open territory where there's not even a wall. These people straight up cross the river and run. You have to understand, once they get past a certain point, because there's neighborhoods right there on the United States border that are right by the border of Mexico. So when these people come in, if they can hurry up and hide in these neighborhoods or hide into a house that's maybe meant to hide these individuals, it makes it harder for Border Patrol to catch them. Then they're gone forever because we don't know who they were, don't have a name, don't have a description. You have no idea where they went. So now you got these people that don't have legal documentation to be here in the United States, so nobody knows who they are, where they are at, or where they're going, or what they had with them. That's what he means. And people just want to just act like, oh my God, everybody across the border just all happy, jolly people. No, they're not. They're people that are murderers, rapists, people that are running from the cartel that are already bad people that maybe they don't want to get killed, so they cross the border. All these things happen every single day. Just to let you know, it is true. You know, you can look this up. You can research it. You can look into it. Don't just watch or listen to somebody and then just assume that somebody said something and it's true. Like, oh my God, I'm offended. Like, wake up, America. Stop being offended about every little damn thing. Let's pay attention. Let's fix our country. Let's turn around. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because we can build that wall, because most of these drug cartels are also trafficking the money that are making here in the United States, and it's going shit back into Mexico so they can buy weapons and continue their drug organization, their whatever they're doing. You're feeding that and you're letting it keep going. If we can stop that and cut all the money that's coming in, maybe we can help the Mexican government eradicate these people, arresting them. Because I'm telling you, these people have been in it so long that even the Mexican government is corrupt. Yes, that's right. They're corrupt. These people have actually went into government official homes or the chief of police homes, for an example, taking them out in the middle of the day or night and executing them. That's right, execute them. Usually put them on their knees, blow the brains out, throw them in buckets of acid, chop their heads off, torture them, Everything you can think of on how to kill a person, they've done it. And they don't care. And they've made videos. They even have a website. Okay? A website of videos of them actually murdering people. So don't be offended what Mr. Trump says. He's being honest. He's not sugarcoating things for you. He's trying to let you know, hey, there's a serious problem going on, and people are trying to say stupid shit to make you believe it, so you could think everything's okay. While you're in the comfort of your own home, you have to understand, if there's drugs, you got your kids now doing drugs. There's so much video, so much crap going on, so much social media to where you could be 5 years old and if you want to see porn, you can see porn. You can see whatever you want. It's not like it used to be back in the day. So now you have to be blunt. You can't sugarcoat. You got to tell the truth. You got to say how it is. If you're offended, then I don't know what to tell you other than, would you rather hear the truth or would you rather hear somebody sugarcoat some crap that is not even the truth? And that's what's been going on for such a long time. Pay attention right now to the media. Pay attention to Obama, especially Obama, campaigning with Hillary Clinton, making lies up left and right, because you can back it up research it, look it up. You'll see that every person that's in fear of losing their power, where they have worked so hard to work themselves into the White House, and they're afraid that if they get Donald Trump, he's going to clean out house. He's going to get rid of every person that has done this wrong, that is so corrupt. They're not willing to change. They've been doing this for years. And I tell you, Mr. Trump, if you do watch this video, all these people that are Paul Ryan and Mark Rubio and Ted Cruz, like, oh, we're not endorsing Trump. Guess what? Who cares? Who cares if they endorse you? They're nobodies. They haven't done anything for us. You know who you need to worry about endorsing you? The American people. That's who. You know why? Because we're the ones that are going to vote you in office. So that means what I'm trying to say is, don't worry about John McCain. Don't worry about... Those Washington weenies are more worried about them losing votes from the Hillary supporters. That's why they flip-flop. That's why they say, oh, we're not going to support Donald Trump. Because probably they're afraid that if they don't support Hillary, that they're not going to get voted back in their positions in power. Which I guarantee that probably will happen. Let it happen. We don't need them. We from the state I live in Texas, I can tell you Ted Cruz has not done one damn thing. All that crap he was talking about when he was running for, being the president of the United States, Trump called him out, called him a liar. And he is a liar. How do I know? I'm from Texas. I know what he has done and not done. He hasn't done anything other than poke his face around when it's almost time for election and promised to these poor farmers, poor small business owners, the people from here, oh, this and this and that, oh, I'm going to fight for you hard in Washington. He hasn't done one damn thing. Okay? So I don't know John McCain, and I don't know all these other people that are in government, but I can guarantee they're all the same, all a bunch of liars, all, full of crap. So, and they've been in office for years. Like, how long does it take you to fix a damn problem? Oh, vote for me. Oh, vote for me again. Oh, vote, I promise I'm going to fix this. Oh, I'm going to go. Like, come on, dude. You've been elected more than 3 times office and you can't fix anything? Screw you. So, let's vote for Trump. This man's not scared to fight for us, not scared to cut, beat around the bush. He tells it how it is, and he's going to get things done. If you don't want things done, vote for Hillary. Go for it. I guarantee it's going to be the same crap. We're going to have Obamacare still around. Hillary's not going to change it. Or if she does, it makes any change to it, it's just going to be worse. I'm going to put it this way. So I'll let you have an idea about what I think about this Obamacare. Okay, for example, I had an option. Get medical coverage to my job or Obamacare. Okay, I applied for Obamacare. Do you not know that it's cheaper for me to get through my employer than through Obamacare? Just to let you know. And I'm talking about hundreds of dollars cheaper. So I can imagine the people that can't get coverage through their work or they're self-employed. Obamacare is very expensive. I mean, the cheapest plan I could find just to cover me, because to cover my whole family is over $1,000. But just for me, for an example, was $600 something for an individual plan, and the cheapest rinky-dink plan they had. So Obamacare sucks, regardless of what they want to say about it. Whether, oh, they'll get coverage. Look how many insurance companies are dropping left and right. How many doctors are leaving from Obamacare? So, and then if those type of people that are past this Obamacare law, for an example, the one that we're all aware of, that we know how it works. If we know that it's messed up, and they're denying that it's messed up, and they're saying that, oh, it was the greatest thing ever invented during this Obama administration, then you can imagine the stuff that they're going to continue doing. They're not going the right direction. They're going the wrong direction. So all I'm saying is, you got a person that wants to stay in power and doesn't want to lose that power position, and that's Hillary Clinton. She doesn't. She's afraid she's going to lose power. She has everything to lose. Donald Trump, on the other hand, you have to understand that he worked for himself. He's got his own money. He doesn't need to work for the White House. He's even said, you know what? I don't even want the salary from the White House. I don't want to be paid for the president. So that lets you know he's not in it for money. He's not in it for anything else. He's in it for us, the American people. I want y'all to understand that he's going to really do a great job, and I know it. Look what he's done. We know what Hillary has done. Nothing. Why would you continue voting for that? Like, if you vote for her, it's because you are so damn brainwashed. And if you're voting for her because, oh, you want the first woman in the White House, that's fine. But guess what? Hillary's not the right woman for the White House. Any other woman would do fine. But Hillary, no. Also, if you think it's because you think that because she's got experience. She got experience at running for office, yes, but doesn't have what it takes to make this country where it needs to be. And I'm telling you, if you feel like this country is doing awesome, you're also brainwashed, because this country is for me, from having friends from other countries, and we ask questions to each other. Well, what do you have? What do you do? For an example, there's countries where you don't pay for school. Okay, like I'm talking about college. You get to go to a good college. You don't have to pay for it. We have to pay for it, and a lot of money. Another one of the things that I have friends from other countries, like medical care. They have really good medical care, and some of it is even better than ours. And guess what? They don't pay for it. They don't even have insurance. Why have insurance? You don't have to pay for it. You just go see a doctor or hospital, whatever you go to, and it's free. And poor us in the United States, that we're supposed to be the big baddest of them all, of all the countries in the world, we got to pay for these things. Isn't that kind of stupid? Especially when you can come up with some type of program. Come on, everybody pays taxes. Couldn't you use that tax money, all those trillions of dollars that we owe, and use it on crap? Couldn't you use that on if you paid for it, if the federal agency pays for education, for an example, I'm talking about education like public education, like going to public school, the kindergarten through 12th grade. If they can pay that, then I'm pretty sure they can pay for a medical program to where nobody has to pay for any of that. It's all paid for. How would you like that? But anyway, but that's just an example, just to let you know how I feel about this election, and that I'm going to be voting for Donald Trump on November the 8th. And I hope that you do the research between now and then so you can see the difference between someone that doesn't need to run, doesn't need to be the president of the United States, and someone that wants to. They want it, and not because of for us. It's for them and for the friends. Look at every single thing she's done. Everything she's done has never been for anybody. It's always either been for her or her friends and family. Friends and family, the Clintons come first, and everybody else comes last. Just to let you know that. So, think about that, America. And I'll be keeping a close eye on this election. Thank you for watching.